In California, the Integrated Waste Management Act of 1989 required, with few exceptions, that cities divert 50% of their waste stream from landfills by the year 2000. Many cities' long-term goals now exceed the 50% figure. Construction-related solid waste is a prime target because it makes up 22% of the waste in California. Also, all large construction projects in the state of California require a building permit and an inspection. Therefore, enforcing a law concerning construction-related solid waste is relatively doable. Reduce, reuse, and recycle can all apply to construction waste. First, let's talk about recycling. This looks like a dump, but it isn't. This is actually a construction waste recycling center. The Zanker Material Processing Facility in Zanker Road Landfill in San Jose has two construction waste sorting systems. The system that you see here can process 125 tons a day. This newer system can do 125 tons an hour. Note that this is their permitted amount, and the systems could process more. At the newer system's site, trucks enter the gates and are charged by the cubic yard for waste, based on the type of waste. Machinery then removes large items and the rest is sent through a magnet and a series of screens. Some is then sent to this rocket, a water-filled device used to separate wood from heavier materials. The wood floats and is sent out by the water flow. The heavier materials are sent out another way by the slow rotation of the rocket. This rocket can use as much as 2,500 gallons per minute. The water is then reused. In their hand sorting area, certain loads are deposited to be sorted by hand. After sorting, the loads are sent for processing, either on-site for materials such as wood, concrete, and drywall, or off-site for materials such as metals. They have machines that process wood waste by grinding it up, so it can be used as fuel, mulch, and soil amendments. At this location, concrete is being processed into new road base. In their compost area, organic materials from other parts of the operation are composted. The building to the left of the compost area is an interesting area where they process drywall. The drywall is ground and the gypsum dust is sold as a soil amendment. The paper is then incorporated into the compost, where any residual gypsum will not be problematic. The Zanker facility can receive both mixed and so-called clean loads. A mixed load is, not surprisingly, a load containing multiple materials, while a clean load contains a single material. All told, the facility can recover an amazing 90 to 96% of incoming waste. Now let's talk about reuse. According to the U.S. EPA, the equivalent of 250,000 single-family homes are disposed of each year in the U.S. That is almost 1 billion board feet of salvageable lumber lost. A deconstruction firm takes a building apart piece by piece. Items such as cabinets, moldings, floorings, doors, plumbing fixtures, bricks, decorative items, specialty items, and, of course, wood can be removed and reused. Deconstruction is usually cheaper than a demolition by 12 cents to $2.28 per square foot, according to the U.S. Forest Service. This is largely due to substantial tax write-offs for donation of salvageable materials. Deconstruction benefits others economically as well, by providing people with jobs, because it takes longer than a demolition, and it requires more people, both up front at the site and later at the salvage yard. By paying more people, more money is put into the local economy, benefiting everyone. And, of course, deconstruction helps save the environment. The ultimate goal is to reduce, by not using so many materials to begin with. This is part of a large movement called green building. Now, I could do a whole show on green building, but I will touch briefly upon it here. Green building means to build in an environmentally friendly way by lasting longer and being more efficient and healthy. This is the Jasper Ridge Field Station, a green-built building in Stanford, California. It uses many salvaged materials, such as the redwood siding, a concrete floor made with 50% fly ash, generally considered a waste material, specialized framing that uses less materials, and many more things. In summary, green building, deconstruction, reuse, and recycling can significantly reduce the toll on the earth, preserving it for future generations.
We do not inherit the earth from our ancestors. We borrow it from our children. What good is a house if you haven't got a tolerable planet to put it on?
Nature provides a free lunch, but only if we control our appetites.
A nation that destroys its soils destroys itself. Forests are the lungs of our land, purifying the air and giving fresh strength to our people.
Earth provides enough to satisfy every man's need, but not every man's greed.